Expectations were high for the first and only vice presidential debate, in which Vice President Biden and Congressman Paul Ryan both came out swinging.
You know what the unemployment rate in Scranton is today?
I sure do.
It's 10%.
Yeah.
You know what it was the day you guys came in? 8.5%.
Yeah.
That's how it's going all around America. Look.
You don't read the statistic. That's not how it's going. It's going down.
Analysts said Mr. Ryan, who is not as well known as Mr. Biden, had to reassure voters he can do the job. Stephen Hess of the Brookings Institution.
What he had to do was show that he was capable of being vice president of the United States. And I think he clearly did that.
President Barack Obama had delivered a lackluster performance in his first debate against his Republican challenger, Mitt Romney, last week. Hess says Biden came in with a game plan.
And it was for Joe Biden to put some fire back in the belly of the partisan Democrats. And clearly that was his strategy. And I think he did that well.
Analysts say voters are only looking for a couple of basic requirements in a vice president. Quinnipiac University pollster Peter Brown says most voters have two questions in mind.
If something happens to the president, am I comfortable with this guy sitting in the Oval Office? That's number one. And number two, what does it tell me about the presidential candidates, Mr. Romney, Mr. Obama, in terms of their judgment by picking these guys as their successor in case of a catastrophe?
Both men fought hard with sharp exchanges on foreign policy, tax cuts, and abortion. Over the past month, Democrats have seized on secretly recorded comments Mr. Romney made at a Republican fundraiser, saying 47% of Americans pay no taxes. Many Democrats were dismayed that President Obama did not bring up the comments during his debate. But Mr. Biden did.
But it shouldn't be surprising for a guy who says 47% of the American people are unwilling to take responsibility for their own lives. My friend recently in a speech in Washington said 30% of the American people are takers. These people are my mom and dad, the people I grew up with, my neighbors.
Later in the debate, Mr. Ryan responded with a follow-up by Mr. Biden.
And with respect to that quote, I think the vice president very well knows that sometimes the words don't come out of your mouth the right way.
But I always say what I mean. And so does Romney.
Analysts say President Obama is likely to be much more aggressive during the second presidential debate Tuesday, and that Mr. Romney is also likely to come prepared for a fight. Cindy Saine, VOA News.